Hello and good morning. Another rough day, I guess, for most fans. And welcome to the Rudeboy Sound Off. By the way, the Rudeboy Sound, Spurs Sound Off. And let me address the first thing first. Some of the videos coming from Chris Cowlin with those fans in their waiststand after the manager went over, at the end of the game. And I know they're frustrated, but at the same time, you could have chose your words, or the words could have been chosen to show your disappointment in the performance. It should never ever get to the point wherein anyone, from players to manager to the chairman, fellow fans, are abused over a freaking football game. And so you look at the merits of the game, and rightfully so, you pay good money. So you're going to be frustrated, especially on the road. And there are better ways to show your disappointment without abusing the club's manager. That's unacceptable. And so the selective outrage hopefully don't start coming from some of the very same people, very same content creators, individuals who support channels that do abuse other fans for their opinion, abuse the club because they're not satisfied. And so, while I don't want to blame anyone, but when you create a cesspool, this is what happened. This is what you get. Be frustrated. And so on and so forth. But it's unfortunate. And so, while we can look at the manager for just bad tactics, not playing players in their appropriate position, which I thought he did, questionable team selection, which we can go into, all of that at the end of the day should not amount to abuse, period. And so I don't want to extend this video beyond condemning those kind of behavior. And then we can go to the other issues, the other things that are really affecting what we're doing as a club, as players, as manager, as the performance and the field. There's a lot of things to cover as far as that is concerned. And I'm going to put my hand up first and said, I felt no real excitement in the game. I was coming from work, and I was watching it on my phone, and then I come and start watching it on the television. And I wasn't up. I wasn't up because I'd done a video prior outlining the difference between what's happening when we lose and when we win. And the contrast is cavernous when you look at the losses before and how we played the same way, losing, and playing the same way, winning, with no idea of how to play teams when they are setting up differently to stop us. And so I covered that. And I'm going to do that in the subsequent video that I'm going to do on the game, but not now. It's too raw. But the point I'm making is that I was watching the game not to feel vindicated of anything, but just to see whether or not the pattern was beginning to change, even realizing how we played against Fulham. And so I said pretty much what should change Bournemouth from playing the way Fulham played, the way Newcastle played, the way Arsenal played, the way Ipswich played. What in the world is going to stop them from playing that way? And so that was the premise of my video. And like I said, I don't want to get into it right here, but I want to point that out. The joy that I did not have going into the game, because I think I was in a premeditated mode, looking for something, and I keep looking for it and it never came. And I had a sample of 6 games to rely on. And when you start seeing the same pattern, it sucks the life out of you. And so I'm going to address that. But getting back to the main reason for me doing this, it's actually early in the morning. I do live in the United States, and I think it's almost 5 o'clock, just about time to get up, shower, and hit the road. And so I'm very disappointed, not only in the game, but I'm disappointed in the fans. And while you have the absolute right to protest, to be disgruntled, to let your voice be heard, that wasn't it. And that's not it. And so, kudos to Chris for actually showing the video. Kudos to him for actually capturing it. Kudos to him to show the behavior, and that the behavior is bad. And so I'm going to give him some props for that. But but like everything else and anything else, there's no room for that kind of barbaric, juvenile behavior. Football comes with wins and losses.